Me and my friend saw a double of our friend at the same time, then disappeared. Me and my friend saw a duplication of our friends. But it wasn't them. Me and my friend saw two versions of our friends at the same time, then they disappeared. Bear with me, because this is kind of difficult to summarize concisely. I'm just putting this out there as I'm eager to know what this was, or if anyone's had similar experiences. Back when I was in high school, there were four friends me, R, T, and S. After school, we used to either meet at the local shops best of school or T's house, as it was also close by and her single. Mum used to work late hours, so we would have the house to ourselves. R and I were walking together and couldn't find T and S at the shops, so we decided to go straight to T's house as we figured they would be there. T lived in a terraced house, closed backyard with high fences and no way through apart from the front door. The garden was enclosed by the neighbors' gardens on each side. As R and I were walking up the street, T's house was in sight, and we saw T and S at the door trying to insert the key in. R and I both looked at each other and shouted their names and waved. T and S turned to each other and quickly fumbled the key into the lock and ran inside. R and I looked at each other in disbelief because we thought this was rude. What were they playing at? So we ran up the street and knocked on the door, trying to get them to answer. About 2 minutes later, we see T and S walking casually up the street. When they got to us, we started berating them, thinking they were playing some kind of trick. They were both so confused, so we had to explain what we saw. They were adamant it wasn't them. And then T started getting super freaked out and crying, thinking someone was in her house. She called her mom, who said she was being silly, so we decided to go inside together. We went to the kitchen and grabbed some knives, super stupid, and searched the house thoroughly. There was no one there. We were all so freaked out. It was absolutely T and S that we saw, no mistake about it. Two high school girls, same uniform. T is black and S is ginger. There was no mistaking them. There was no way they could have gotten out of the house once they were inside without coming back through the front door, which we would have seen. All we could speak about after was how weird it was. I have no doubt in my mind that their reactions were genuine and it wasn't them playing a trick on us. It's like we saw their doppelgangers and they just disappeared. It gives me chills to this day. Has anyone had a similar experience?